9 o'clock.
And now what time? What time is Scotland?
8:45.
8 ชั่วโมงใช่ปะของเรา
8:45. Okay, and now today, before we're going to start, first thing I want to know is Tan Chief's experience of retreat. Tell us your retreat. Okay.
So good. Yes.
So good.
Of course. It's a 10-day course, but we have to keep silent for nine days, I think. Yeah, 9 days. And 10, day 10, they allow us to speak, to prepare to be in the society again. And the day 1 to day 3, they thought about, actually they have the sound recorded sound of teacher Goenka. First, he said English and translated in Thai. And teacher Goenka thought about Anapanasati. Just focus on the nose area, like try to feel like a triangle on the nose area, and then try to make it smaller and smaller. First, we can feel the inside the nose, but after that we just feel the breath that touch the area, the smaller triangle area above the upper lip, just like that. And he said that this only one job that we have to do. Only observe it. And if we are distracted, we can just breathe a little bit harder for 3 times, and then just watch the breath again. And day 1 to day 3, actually before that, I believe that I could meditate as sitting for long hour, but it starts from 4:30 in the morning, then whole day sitting till 9 p.m. But it had a break time. But sitting all day like that, at least 1 hour, then break for 10 minutes, and the most for 2 hours, something like that. Whole day, 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hours, and then I felt the pain at my knee, and I was like, I couldn't bear anymore, something like that inside. But I try to focus on my breath, something like that, and I moved my legs a little bit all 3 days. Day 1, 2, day 3, but on the fourth day afternoon, there was the time for intention meditation, like we intend to
intensive
intensive
Nam
intensive meditation, like if we sit like this position, so we cannot move or change our position for 1 hour. Yes, and we have to take a vow, like the first one, do not change our leg position. Second one, do not change our hands position, and do not open our eyes. Just three things that we have to take a vow. And then before that, I I could not bear my pain inside, but at the time, after I intended to do it and did not change my position, so I could do it. And after that hour, I could sit at the same position after that. So I did not have any problem anymore. And on the fourth day, they changed the teaching a little bit, because we have been doing the samatha concentration meditation for 3 days, and after that we had to do vipassana or insight meditation, and they taught us to observe our body, the part of our body, like I have done before, like move my feeling, something that move my intention from the head to feet, something like that, but it's deeper. It's deeper than I have, because I have done from the bottom to the top, but they taught me to do from top to the bottom, so I confuse a little bit. Yes. And I just focus. What I have done is just focus on my left feet and right feet, then knee, then hands, then elbow and shoulders, neck and back, and then jump to the forehead, then nose and breath. But they taught us to focus our intention to the head skin first, then forehead, and eyebrows, eyebrows, and eyes, nose, and cheeks, and ears, and upper lip, lower lip, chin, then shoulders, shoulder from the left side first, right side first, and then left side, and shoulders, and upper arm, upper arm, and then elbow, lower arm, and hands and tip of fingers, and the left side is the same, and then the throat, and chest and stomach, neck and upper back and lower back. Then focus, move our intention to the side, knee and legs. หน้าแข้งใช้เล็กได้ไหมหมอนิด หน้าแข้งใช้เล็กไหม
หน้าแข้งก็เล็กอ่ะ
เล็กเนาะ
เล็ก ถ้าต้นขาเรียกทาย
ทาย and then feet and the toes, something that is
toe นี่ in each toe
yeah,
each toe.
toe
yes, it depends on us that we can feel
just up to us
piece
to
by piece
define.
or all of them, something like that.
So this is a very focused body scan.
Methodical body scan.
So
So it's
do you
much
go up and down the body the whole time?
No, it's every day different.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then what else, Jay?
it's much more than I have done before, and then they try to make us think and realize about Vedana a lot, our feeling, like, and they say that it's not like a abstract, but it's the you can observe the pain from your body or the feeling from your body, sensation from your body, even is so soft or hard. So do not focus on do not focus only the pain from our body, but just the sensation, some sensation that is softer than that, we can observe it. So this thing that I have learned, because I before this I was doing only Kaya and Chitta, but I ignore the Vedana. So I think it's good for me because I have learned a lot from Vedana, that especially the Vedana that is soft. Yeah, we can realize it and consider it, and our mind also. And they say that the our sensation will show us and express from our mind. If our mind is had an anger, our body will be warmer or hotter, and some part of our body will vibrate, something like that. Or another kind of our emotion. It depends on our emotion, and try to connect it from emotion to the physical body, something like that, and to the sensation that we have faced, something like that. And I think it's good for me because when I was observing the Kaya and Chitta of my mind, something that sometimes I waste my time because I was distracted for some time, and then I brought me back, something like that. But now I could focus much more on my body. So I have less time. I have less time to be distracted, and because I think I can have the more tasks to do on my body and my mind. Something like that.
ท่านจี๊บพูดอะไรนะ less time for อะไรนะ this
Are you going,
track หรืออะไรนะ
distracted.
are you
being
going to use?
distracted.
So you're saying that because you were so intensive in the practice, there's no time for distraction, and after a while, you gained some momentum in your concentration, and instead,
Yes,
like,
and I think it's useful more than before.
you're going to keep it going,
Of course.
like keep the momentum, use the momentum to keep it going.
Yes. And I think this method I can apply into my daily life easier than before. Like whenever I was walking, and especially when I was sitting in the bus.
ท่านจี๊บ you always ignore เวทนา
Yes. Honestly, because I thought that the one who is observing the Vedana is the one who get a lot of pain. something like
อ๋อ
that. But I ignore it because I didn't get so much pain.
อืม
But actually, we have the soft sensation that we can observe it.
อืม
So it's very useful to do that.
I'm always in pain, so I don't have a choice.
So you're so lucky.
Start.
And the main thing that they thought that is important, very important, is to be equanimity. ใช่ปะอีกคำก่อน
equanimity equanimity อุเบกขา
อีกอ๋อ อุเบกขา
Ity. Yes,
equanimity with the
We have-
sensation.
equanimity all the time, and keep having it. Whenever we are happy or we are suffering, and because of equanimity, we can apply the practice into our daily life easily. And
Okay.
I think so that can use in my life because I have seen I have seen the difference in my life after I left that course and be back to my college.
So overall, what do you think of that 10 days retreat?
Is direct. Is from the Buddha's teaching. It's not indirect, like try to do another way, something that no, it's not. But just taught us what the Buddha was saying before.
So that's your conclusion. Yeah.
จิมเดี๋ยวก่อนนะเขาเรียนหนังสือ
Okay.
อยู่
Question anyone?
จ้า
No, I said.
จ้า โอเค
Do you think you'll go to another one?
Pardon?
Are you going to another retreat like this? Maybe longer?
Yes, at this place as well. But I have to be graduated from my college first.
I applied to one of these. My application was rejected.
Oh, why?
Because they sent a questionnaire afterwards on email, and I don't really check my emails a whole lot, and I ended up forgetting. So
Okay, you can reapply again.
Yeah, bit disappointed. But it was in January last year. That was the latest one earliest one I could find was on late January. Thanks for your experience.
Now,
Sharing your experience.
anything? Monit wants to ask anything? Are you here?
Just her face, not her voice.
Are you here?
ท่านจี๊บ
หมอเปิดไมค์อยู่ปะเนี่ยหมอ
เปิด ได้ยินปะ
ได้ยินเบากว่าเก่าอ่ะ
อ้าว เอ๊ะ เกิดอะไรขึ้น เดี๋ยวเอาใหม่ ได้ยินยัง
เท่าเดิม ไม่ดังมากแต่พอได้
เอ๊ะ แปลกจัง
Okay, right.
เนี่ยได้ยินยัง
In that case, so Chip, this is your first time, am I right?
เพราะฉะนั้น
This retreat that you attended is first retreat?
Yes. It is first time for me
Yeah.
for this place.
for this
Yeah.
method เหรอ
For this course, yeah, this kind of a course. Yeah. Okay. So my advice is, do not conclude as you have concluded. Be open-minded. Okay. And okay, be open-minded and think about it again and again.
Because I
Think
like
about
to
it
prove.
again and again. Yeah. Because you've been so intensively practicing and you are given the same idea for whole 10 days, and psychologically you will have that effect that this is the truth and this is the right.
Indoctrination.
Yeah. So that's called indoctrination. Okay.
Oh.
And it's very easy to have very easy to have this conclusion that this is the right and this is the one. Okay. And then you will have this sense of a view that the rest of others are not good, not right, and misleading. And this is only right. Okay. So that's why since you have done one, and do not come to conclusion that this is the one. Okay. Good that you have got this very good experience, and I am 100% sure not only you, okay, probably 99% of people, those who have attended, would have a similar experience. Okay. And they also would have the thought of practicing continuously at least of twice a day for a couple of twice a day in his life or in her life. But you can continue only maybe 1 or 2 days, not more than 1 week. You will be again become a lazy, and because you're coming back to the normal, you're not having all the teachings and you're not controlled. So with that you will give up.
Do you think in monastic life such intensive practice is possible, even possible in normal monastic life?
No.
It's too much duties.
Yeah.
But is that
But once in a while it's okay. Yeah.
But is it possible to have a sort of halfway point whereby there is more time for practice, but also you could?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why most of the meditation temples, they have allocated the time for the meditation practice. But it's combination with the works, the basic works, not like purely on that alone.
It's just not sustainable.
No, it's not sustainable.
What about for forest dwelling monks?
They're also not meditating like
all
this.
day. You can't tell, but it's good to do once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while it's good, energize you. Yeah. Okay.
อาจารย์
So good.
ท่านสุชน
Can't hear you properly.
Can you hear
Can't
me
hear you properly.
So what Tan Lumpi Chip was, I think you were saying 4:30 to 9:30.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like 13 hours of practice.
There are breaks.
Okay.
Break 10 minutes break each hour.
Oh, so like 10 hours.
And then there is a lunch break and breakfast break, and there is a refreshment break.
So like 10 something like 10 hours. Yeah, that's a lot.
And only sitting.
Wow.
ได้ยิน
Do
ห
you
มอ
think
ไหม
that
เนี่ย
monastic life something like
ได้ยินเท่าเดิมเลยหมอ
That's
เบา
very
เหรอ
common.
เบาเหรอ
ใช่เบาเหมือนเดิม
Okay. Monit, speak loud and ask question.
เดี๋ยวหมอจะตะโกน เนี่ย
ตะโกนเดี๋ยวแม่เดือดร้อน
ห ไม่แม่ก็ชอบ นี่ยกไมค์มาใกล้ปากเลยนะเจ้าค่ะ
ดีขึ้น
นี่ I want to ask you when you scan body it is samatha not vipassana yeah is it right
Yes.
no
Yes, but it's the cause of vipassana, and we try to realize that there is a changing or not, something like that.
maybe
But
mixture
we have to face it. We have to face it by itself, not like intend to make it happen. Something that is not.
try to observe
Yes.
maybe mix of samatha and vipassana
Of course.
when you scan body okay
Okay.
งงไป
Anything else you want to add on? You want to say? Encourage, particularly Tan Khal, to go on that retreat.
ท่านคาน come to Thailand
If you get me a private jet to the border.
ได้ยินชัดยัง
ได้ยินแล้ว
Yeah, much
โอ
clearer.
เค
Tan Jip, Tan Khal, early on, he asked the question about you are concentrating on your body from top to bottom, bottom to top. What else do you do?
If we can observe the surface of our body clearly, so we can scan inside also, like the bone, something like that.
เหรอ you can observe your bone too
Yes,
Whoa.
but for me, it's much clearer. Only the skull or the bone around this area, and my arms and my hands, the bone of my fingers, something like this. It's easy for me, but and the backbone as well. But in another area, I cannot observe it. I have to practice more.
observe by
Do you visualize them or
seeing or knowing
do they become
Knowing
visualized?
by sensation.
by sensation
Actually, when the first time the teacher Goenka said in English that to observe the head skin, but I misunderstood. I heard it wrong. I heard it head skull. So I cling my feeling to my skull.
maybe he say scout ใช่ป่ะ
No, he said head skin, but I heard
his skin
head skull. So I felt I try to focus on my head skull, and it's so easy because I have done before. But when I listen the translated in Thai, they said หนังศีรษะ so it's not skull, it's skin.
in medical term is scalp SCALP scalp
Scalp.
scalp is หนังศีรษะฮะท่านข่าวอ่านว่าอะไรนะ phonation
Scalp. SCALP.
SCALP scalp ใช่ป่ะ right
Yeah, it's like this area, the top, right?
ฮะ
Oh, yeah, this area.
อ่า
อ๋อสะกดไงนะ S C
SCALP
L P
scalp
อ๋อถลกหนังหัวฮะ
นั่นแหละ
หนัง
นั่นแห
หั
ละ
ว
ใช่
Yeah.
อ๋อ
โอเค
คงจะเป็นคำนี้มั้งแต่ฟังผิดเป็นหัวกะโหลกเป็นสเกล
Yeah.
เคยเจาะกระดูกไปเลย
I always suture this เย็บหนังหัว
Mm.
อ่ะ แม่ แม่มาเรียนออกมาสิ จะได้เห็น
Okay. So
แม่
on that is on the 4th day you will be practicing head top of the head to the down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And,
then on the 5th
one
on
one
the
thing
5th
that
day.
one
Yes,
thing
sorry.
that I cannot do is like try to feel the sensation of feeling from the right side of my body to inside to another side of my body. I cannot because that was the last day that he said that if someone can observe our body for 100% something like that or yeah or can feel the sensation quickly and your mind is so sharp so you can observe inside your body something like that.
Mm.
But I could not do it.
Got it.
No. Just some area in my body.
Mm. Okay. So and that is the almost end of the retreat. You will be asked to do that. Whether on the 4th day top down and the 5th day top down and down up. So you're traveling from the top to the down and down to the top. And then on the
when I was-
7th day, limb by limb. Yeah. Observing a sensation and practice of understanding of anicca and the impermanence and having equanimity. So that's on the 7th. And then on the 8th, you will be asked to observe the sensation as a current in your body. Not as a sensation, but the current.
Yeah, like electric sensation.
Electric current.
Oh,
Yeah.
I felt that before.
Mm.
It's like coursing through your body.
Yeah. Okay.
Pure energy.
Pure energy, like pure energy. It's like a constantly moving, like electricity. Okay.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Like sometimes when there is rain and lots of wind, you see the rain in there like waves, like then waves in the sky.
Yeah.
So it felt sort of like that, the energy in the body.
Yeah.
actually,
Something,
when I feel my body or when I intended to focus on it, I feel like there is some electric or electric static on my body
Yeah.
all the time.
So that's
Right.
how it is.
เหมือนไฟฟ้าเหรอ เหมือนไฟฟ้าเหรอเจ้าค่ะ
ไฟฟ้า
วันนี้ฟ้าสถิตก็ได้สภาวะนี้มาเมื่อ4 ปีก่อน
It's a 7th day.
Yeah, that's
ไฟฟ้า
and
ส
then
ถิต
on the 8th you are instructed to observe the entire body as a violet. Yeah, on this kind of sensation throughout the body, and you able to even observe the inner parts of the bodies, organs and something like
Wow.
that.
Is that possible? Like, do you visualize the organs or?
In the practice you're not visualizing, but you just see,
It just comes up.
it just comes up.
Wow.
Because
Yeah,
it's not samatha, it's not the kayagata sati. It's a
หมอ
part
ไม่
of
เห็น
the
เป็นเลยหมอรู้เป็นแบบทั้งตัว
But in the
เราเคย
samatha
รู้เป็น
practice,
ส่วนๆไหมผมเคย
มี
ทำเมื่อ
แต่
10 ปี
ก่
ก่
อ
อน น
แต่ก่อน
Oh,
รู้เป็น
how
ส่วนๆนะแต่พระอาจารย์ให้รู้ทั้งตัว
อันนี้แล้วแต่คนนะบางคนก็รู้สึกเหมือนมีไฟฟ้า บางคนก็ชา บางคนก็หนัก บางคนก็รู้สึกเหมือนแค่ลมพัดผ่านแค่นั้นเอง
But
แต่ของผม
God
จะเป็น
sees it.
ทุกอย่างเลย
อืม
เจอมาทุกอย่างเลยเพราะว่าทำบ่อย
direction,
Mhm.
shape, color, and the exact place, and visualizing the entire organ like that. One stage doing.
Do you think some organ like the stomach is very easy because you feel it sometimes if you eat, or like
Again, within the stomach, you have an
สำหรับ
intestine.
หมอนะหมอว่ารู้ทั้งตัวมันดูกลางๆกว่า ถ้าไป
Okay.
ถ้าไปออร์แกนเดียวมันจะ
must be
ก็ทำได้แต่ว่าทำสลับกัน
Beats.
ทำสลับกัน
โอเค
คือสำรวจไปทีละส่วนรอบนึงดูทั้งตัวรอบนึงอย่างเงี้ยแล้วก็สลับกันไป
อืม
Okay. So today we are not learning anything, just the experience on the basis of Tanchip's retreat. Okay. Catching up. Monit, do you have anything to tell us? What have you been doing this 2 weeks time of holiday?
อ๋อ
Food Panda Grab
yes and some restaurant I had
eating.
I had to experience one day I observe my feeling very rapidly and from anger happy pain yeah, that look like saw the train and yesterday I observed ปัญหา
Craving
yes craving is struggle มันดิ้นให้ดูอ่ะพูดไม่ถูก
เนาะอยากใช้คำนั้นเหมือนกันแต่ไม่รู้ว่าจะใช้คำไหนดี
is struggle and try to ใช้คำอะไรอ่ะท่านสุชนเหมือนมันดิ้นรนพยายามเงี้ยแต่ว่าเราก็นั่งมองมันเฉยๆไม่ได้ทุกข์ร้อนอะไรเลยเงี้ยเจ้าค่ะ เมื่อวานเนี่ยหมอเห็น
ดิ้นรนแบบไหน
เหมือนมันพยายามดิ้นรนจะให้เราทำอ่ะให้เราทำตามมันอ่ะ
ทำตามอะไรตัณหาให้ไปซื้อหรือให้ไป
กิน
ไม่ได้เห็นชัดอย่างนั้น แต่รู้ว่ามันพยายามดิ้นรนให้ไป น่าจะเป็นก่อนที่มันจะแสดงว่าให้ไปทำอะไรอะนะหมอว่าน่าจะเป็นต้นกว่านั้นอะเห็นมันเกิดขึ้นแล้วก็มันแบบทุรนทุรายอยู่อะพยายามที่จะเหมือนเข้ามาตะคุบใจอย่างเงี้ยเนี่ยเห็นอย่างนี้มา2-3 หนละ
excessive desire
ฮะ
excessive desire เหรอ
excessive แปลว่ามากใช่ไหมอย่างนั้นอะเห็นมันแยกออกจากใจนั่นแหละแต่มันเหมือนพยายามดิ้นรนที่จะมาบงการ
so you able to observe your mind which was excessively wanting something
oh yes sometimes
yeah so is that what you are explaining
is is hot and suffer when tanha grab my mind, and but it always win.
Now, can I ask you, when you explain tanha, is that sensual desire or sexual desire?
Sensual.
Hmm. So it's a excessive sensual desire.
For comfort.
Yeah. Craving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your mind is basically having this thought of wanting to have, and dragging you to get it and consume it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are
I
able
know.
to,
I know. I have
you are
many greed.
you greedy, huh? You have to learn to be generous, give dana. Huh? Give dana, and then gradually you can overcome from that greed.
Bhutanga. You practice
Okay.
Bhutanga.
Oh, Monit will be very generous because after I graduate, she will give me the reward.
Ah,
If I got
Yes.
first position,
I and my mother, I and my mom will give you the reward.
okay. So it's okay, this tanha or craving is not easy things to overcome. If you have overcome, then you are no more putujan. You are already arhat. So, but at least occasionally you able to observe how terrible this mind which wanting at all the time, and that's good enough.
If you didn't meditate, you wouldn't even know that.
Yeah, if you never practice, then you never know about it. You will be just feeding your desire constantly. Okay.
Like animal.
Okay, so it's okay to have that fight with your mind. And this fighting only happens because you've been meditating. You become mindful of that. Yeah. So it's okay. Good. Anything Pankal wants to share for this 2 weeks holiday?
Very similar to money because I thought, the extra time from the holiday, I thought I would use it to practice and study more. But what ended up happening was I worked in the barn more, and I like working. I enjoy making things and working with my hands. So what ended up happening was doing more work in there was I still practice. I still kept practice at least 4 hours a day every day, but the practice time was a little bit harder for me now because I was more distracted, always thinking about work, always thinking about what to do next, what to make next, how to do it, how to make it look nice, and also too much virya, too much energy. I just so restless. First 2 days like this was
sorry,
very
sorry.
hard because it was very, very restless. My legs were just want to shake and jump up, but I still did my time, and after a while I became very interested in this feeling of restlessness, and I just started seeing it, and then it stopped being a problem, and it was actually a very, very good experience. And then the hardest thing I got was I want to open my eyes and look at the time. This is something I've had it trouble for so long since I started doing the 1 hour sitting, just around 50 minutes, always the mind is like, okay, look at the time, how much time do you have left? I think it's nearly over, especially when there is pain. And I think this is what Monit is saying as well. It's like excessive sensual desire for comfort, because I want to get rid of the pain and I want to lie down in the bed or just go for a walk or something to get rid of the pain. But at first, the way I tried to counter this was by, like Ajahn Chip said, by making a vow. Okay, this 1 hour, I won't open my eyes, I won't move. This is my vow. But I realized this was causing me a lot of suffering as well, because what he was doing was causing a lot of desire for me to see the time. And I don't want this pain, I don't want to move, I have this vow. So what I started doing after this was quite a few days ago is just to use this as another opportunity to learn. So then it became very interesting, because it was, I just smiled when the thought came to me, look at the clock, because I could just feel it come, I could see it come, and then it went away. And it came. Sometimes I gave in, and most of the time I do eventually end up giving in and looking at the time. But I can stay longer. I can tolerate it longer, and it's actually very interesting to see the thought come in to look and then understand. Oh, it is because of this that this is happening. And even wanting to move, instead of being angry at myself for thinking this, I realize, oh, this is causing me suffering, because I'm saying this is my thought. If I didn't try to own this thought, if I didn't try to own, um, if I didn't try to put a me in that thought, then it wouldn't be suffering. It's just another thing. So after that, it became very, very fruitful. So in a way, this 2 weeks was very good, because I spent less time on meditation and more time trying to have a hard meditation. So I realize now, bad meditation sessions are actually good. It's a good thing. Ajahn always said that to me before, but I said yes. But I was like, oh, I believed him, but I would rather have a very nice meditation where it's like so relaxing. I saw the breath, I didn't think, my mind was empty, I was so close to being enlightened. But that's not reality. But now I accept that, okay, bad meditation session is a good thing. It's very useful, it's very interesting, and it's now I enjoy, not enjoy, but still, mind doesn't like it. It's even when pain come. Before I was trying to think, okay, be equanimous. It's don't hate the pain. But now I realize, okay, this is pain. I don't like it. I admit it, that I don't like this pain. This is painful. And then that's when it actually stops being a problem.
Yeah.
Is when I'm totally honest, saying, okay, you can't tough this out. This is bad. This is so bad. This is so painful. And I dislike it. And then you become equanimous.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very good 2 weeks.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Monit, do you have anything to ask?
หมอจะถามท่านสุชนนี่ว่าเดี๋ยวพูดเป็นภาษาไทยก่อนนะท่านสุชนสอนท่านคานให้ดูการ movement ไหมไอตอนทำงานอ่ะ
ให้ดู
สอนแล้วใช่ไหมเจ้าคะอันนั้น
English please speak English
ท่านคาน you can practice meditation in every time I think all of we are เดี๋ยว player อะไรนะเราเป็นนักกีฬาท่านสุชน
player
yeah all we are player and can observe movement when when we have a hand move and body move. Yes,
Mhm.
that is very very good for practice.
Hmm.
I'm trying to. What I've started to realize now is just how unmindful I am most all the time, most of the time. Like sort of like a fog in the mind, you know. I realize, oh wow, I'm so unmindful all the time, you know.
Ah,
And
yes.
but there are moments where you are mindful, where it's so amazing when you can feel everything, like your movement, the what you see, what you hear, what you feel on the ground when you're walking, just in normal everyday life. But these moments are so rare. Most of the time, it's just living in, I don't know,
Oh, Tankan,
somewhere else.
you can observe continuity for such a moment,
What is
ใช่
it?
ไหม
Continue.
continuity ใช่ป่ะ
Yes,
Sometimes,
for sure.
sometimes.
Very, very,
อุ้ย
very short time.
เก่งเนาะ
Hmm.
เออเก่ง ท่านสุชนสอนเก่งเนี่ย
สอนเก่งอะไร But it's a good practice. It's a progress. If
yes ท่านคาน you have many progress in meditation โหเร็วนะเนี่ย ท่านสุชน
หัวเร็ว
Was it?
หัวเร็ว
เออ
หัว
ใช่
เร็ว How to say in English?
หัวเร็วพูดอะไรอ่ะ
How to say in English? หัวเร็ว
นั่นดิหัวเร็ว
I don't know. Translate. หัว means head. เร็ว means fast.
เออ
Fast head.
ใช่ ท่านคาน you had many progress in meditation ว้า
Mm.
เร็วนะเนี่ย บวชแค่4 เดือนเองเหรอ ท่านสุชน
How
See there.
supporting environment, supportive
Mm.
environment, supportive teacher.
อืม good teacher เก่ง
So that's why Tan Kal is planning to go to Thailand to study more.
อืม แล้วท่านสุชน
Once,
จะส่งไปที่ไหนอะ
once
เจ้าค่ะ
Hmm?
ส่งมาเมื่อไหร่อ่ะ
Once
When the
everything
COVID
normal.
is
Once
over.
the virus say goodbye. Okay. So good. So Tanchip is on the way home, on the way temple now, on the bus.
on the bus
Yes, I'm waiting for the time to go to temple. Now it's stopped.
Tanchip, after you come out from retreat, come to the world living, how do you see the difference?
different is my mindfulness and consciousness. Yes, and I think I have faced my insight that
Mhm.
having desire and wanting to do something, but
Mm.
I could control myself.
Mm.
Something like that.
And
And
what do you think of people around?
I don't think anything, but I just understood that is a different environment, that is the important factors to my practice, but that is my test, my exam to do.
Mm-hmm.
If like I don't want to be quiet forever, because if I cling with that environment, so I have the much desire. So I have to change, but I need quiet place as well. But I think both of the situation, is my test, my exam. Like to be in the reality world, I have to beware myself, beware my mind, and observe just myself, not other. And when I am alone, I have to be careful about my mind and my thoughts because it's easy to be distracted. That is what I have faced when I come out from the retreat.
Good. Right. Right. Okay. I think we will stop today here. Okay. And we'll come back on Friday. Yeah. Now we are not having every day. We are having Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 days a week. Okay.
Okay.
So
And what is the topic on the Friday?
On the Friday, we will be talking about Kusala Mula, based on Kusala Mula. Because previously, before our holiday, we were talking about the Akusala Mula. And now we're going to talk about...
And Jeep, you don't read? I type it.
Oh, I have read, but I want to make it sure.
Okay, so on Friday we will be talking on Kusala Mula. And meanwhile, you can explain your experiences throughout the days of not studying. What have you done? Right? Okay. So, any question before we say goodbye for today?
No.
No? Okay,
No
good. Right then. So thank you. Have a good journey back, Temple, and we'll see you on Friday. And take care. And thank you for your old stories. Thank you.